Welcome back to Titans PIO, preseason and season, all season, Titan coverage all year round. This is a video talking about the firing of Brian Callahan and the hiring of our new interim head coach, Mike McCoy. How do I feel about Brian Callahan being gone? Look, as you know, I started to have some questions about Brian Callahan early in the preseason. I thought I was going to be alone on that, but clearly after the first game, a lot of people broke the silence and was saying similar things I was saying and things that I wasn't even picking up on. Maybe they were just over-jumping him, but I did notice some things. But honestly, what I want to say is this. Last season was bad, but like I said in a video before the season started, I don't think it was all Brian Callahan's fault. And honestly, hear me out. I feel like Brian Callahan today, the Brian Callahan we've had this season, is a different Brian Callahan from last season. Last season, he seemed to have passion, energy, excitement. It felt different. And this season, it was gone. Like, the joy of the game was gone from his eyes. I don't know what happened. Somewhere between getting Cam Ward and the first preseason game, something happened. In that short time period, I don't know if it was professionally. Maybe they just out and out told him, this is going to be your last year no matter what happens. Unless you take us to the Super Bowl or a playoff game, you're done. Maybe something personally happened in his life. Maybe something that we don't know about. But whatever it is, something happened to Brian Callahan. Because I'm telling you, the first game of last year, not the preseason game, but the first game when Will Levis had that bad play, you seen the passion in Callahan. You didn't see anything like that this year. Hardly ever. You might have seen it once or twice. It was like he was trying so hard to feel something. Like I said, I don't know what he's going through. But I think it's more than just he was just a bad coach. I think he was going through something, and that really hindered this season. I'm not saying that means he shouldn't have been fired, because if he was struggling or going through something, yes, he did need to step down and move away, or whatever the reasoning could be. But you could tell something had changed. Maybe he just really wanted gone. Maybe he wanted to get fired. Maybe he was tired of being a Titans coach. Maybe he wants to go do something else. Whatever it is, you can tell that he just had something was missing in him. So yeah, like I said, I liked him. I thought he was a good coach at first. I still think something happened. I think something that we don't know, and we may never know, happened. And so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he just fell off the rails, or he was always bad, or yada yada. Because like I said, I feel like last year a lot of it wasn't on him. Now, yes, I do realize more was on him than I gave credit to, but I still don't think last year was solely his fault. But like I said, I don't know. But I gave it a chance. I was looking forward to him this year with Cam Ward, with full control. I feel like he didn't have as much control with the last GM, but sadly, this is what happened. And yeah, so Brian Callahan's gone, and it's time to move forward. So with all that being said, I will pray for his family and him. Hopefully, he finds a job that he likes. Maybe it's a coaching job again. Maybe it's something different. Maybe goes into broadcast. I don't know. Whatever he wants to do, I hope he finds happiness in it. But now it's time to address our new interim head coach, Mike McCoy. Fun fact, is this like the fourth head coach named Mike? I think it is. I think it was like 4 coaches named Mike, which is crazy, but honestly, I'm fine with. He seems good. I'm not going to lie to you. I watched the press conference, and after a few seconds, I was like, okay, coach. Yeah. No, all right, yeah. All right, coach. I bought into it. He's an older guy, and I think that's what we need. We don't need someone young. We don't need someone revolutionary. We need stability. And that's what he may bring. Not going to say 100% yet. People can say a lot of stuff. You can talk a big game, but performance is always different. And so when he came out on that presser and he was talking, I felt like he actually had a game plan. He seemed like he knows what he's talking about. He has been a head coach before. I know he had 2 winning seasons, and I think the last 2 seasons kind of fell off the rails a little bit. That's what I've been told. I haven't done much research into it. Mosquito. But regardless, maybe he's learned from the mistakes, and with a little bit of age on him, he's able to give wisdom. Listen, wisdom's very important. A franchise that feels very scattered-brained and very spread apart and disillusional, this could be what we need, is a coach that can, well, coach first and foremost, but he can also be a leader. He can give stability to the players. He can help them grow. That's what we need at this point. Is the season technically over? No. Anything could happen. We could go on a stretch where we win a bunch of games and we actually do make it to a playoff game. It's still in the cards, just not as likely, but it's still there technically. Can he unlock that? Probably not, but it's still a possibility. So, all I'm trying to say is, I feel like this guy can lead us. Now, will he be the coach of the future? Maybe not. I know a lot of people are acting like he's just the interim and he's not going to get promoted to, full head coach next year. If he has a good season, what would be a good season? We can win 5 or 6 or possibly 7 more games. I think it could be argued of maybe we keep this guy, especially if the improvements are very noticeable and the losses are not as bad. If they're manageable, we lose by a field goal, bad call by a ref or something. If that's how we lose versus just completely falling apart, then maybe he can earn the respect of the owners to be, say, hey, we're going to run a full year with you next year. And look, to me personally, that's what should happen. I know a lot of people want to say, no, he's okay, he's good for right now, but we need to get a coach for the future, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. Cam Ward does not need 3 head coaches in 2 years. That is not good. I'm not saying keep him no matter what, but if he's good, especially if he actually leads us to a fantastic run here at the end, then we should keep him. If he has a great connection with Ward and Ward improves under him, keep him. The worst decision we can make is to throw another head coach, a whole new system in, and boom, Cam Ward, here you go. If we can tweak the system we have now, keyword, if we can tweak it and slowly change it to where it's not jarring and it's gentle, and we start working it like he said, McCoy said, to fit our players, not the play. We want to fit the plays to the players. If we can do that, that's what we should do. If he can get this team on a roll, there's no reason to jerk him out and throw another head coach in and start this cycle all over again. I feel like giving his wording in the press conference, he said something of the opportunity that was given to him. Now, I understand. A lot of people are going to say, well, yeah, he's given an opportunity to be the head coach for a little bit. No, I think he is given the opportunity to prove. He has that mindset of, I don't want to be the coach here for the rest of the season. I want to be the head coach for a couple of years, for the foreseeable future of this team. If he has that mindset, which is what you want him to have, don't tell me you want him to come with the mindset of, I'm just here to be a fill-in. That's bad. It means we're not going to progress. We're going to have bad games. Players are still going to go backwards. Then we should just ran out with Callahan. If he comes in with a mindset of, I have something to prove, something to earn, then that is what we want. We want him to have that mindset. We want him to have that drive. So I do hope Mike McCoy is a good head coach and can earn another season with the Tennessee Titans. What does it have to look like? Maybe 6 to 7 or 8 wins? A playoff game? Or 2? Just saying. That is what we need. So anyways, guys, maybe you disagree with my take. I do hate for Brian Callahan and his family, everything that has happened. I know it's been a hard time here as a Titans coach, but things fell the way they did. Like I said, I think that maybe he was going through some stuff, either personally or something like that. So do pray if that is what's going on with him. Congratulations to our new coach, and let's go out there and win some games. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think we made the right decision? Once again, were we too hasty with getting rid of a coach, or do you think this was something that needed to happen now? Comment below, let me know, and as always, tighten up.